Hey, what up, fam? So, just checking in here, Coach Nick. Um, just want to show you a little bit of my training footage. This is week 2 of my first strength mesocycle. So, spent a lot of time just trying to get bigger. Um, I don't think I ate enough. I definitely neglected my nutrition. Right here, I am doing my snatch grip deadlifts to work on my weakness in my deadlift, which is off the floor. So in this way, it just brings my ass down a little bit further, forces me to use a little bit more leg drive to work on that weak spot, getting it off the ground. If I can get it off the ground, that baby's getting the lockout, at least for now. So right here, I'm just doing some weighted pull-ups. Just make sure that the back is strong, healthy. Definitely a big part of obviously a deadlift and a squat, but also bench. So I want to keep that stable back, that base, if you will. And then right here, this was actually at the beginning of my workout. I did some squats. I did one set of 5 at 415, and then I did 4x5 at a drop down weight of like 380 pounds. The 415 didn't feel too bad, to be honest. The 380, for some reason, man, I was just toast after like 2 sets. I don't know what it was. I think it's just because it's a novel stimulus. I haven't done sets of 5 in forever. I've been working in hypertrophy for so long. So it'll be nice to start realizing some of those new strength gains. Some of that new muscle gets a little bit stronger. So right here, I definitely hit competition depth for those depth Nazis out there, at least for the USPA, which is where I will be competing on March 14th at On It Gym in Austin. Let's see here. What am I doing? Okay, yeah, that was it. That's the end of that. Hello, family. So this is the second half of the video. Just wanted to talk about a couple of articles or issues from MASS. If you guys have not heard of them, it's basically 4 gentlemen that are very smart and very well educated in the field of strength and hypertrophy. I believe nutrition as well. I think Dr. Eric Trexler, one of the writers. I think he has a background in nutrition. I don't know. I could be wrong. He is funny as hell though, and he does do natural bodybuilding along with Dr. Eric Helms, who is another contributor, and Greg Nuckols. If you don't know who Greg Nuckols is, then I can only assume that you're a bad person. I'm just kidding. But you should look him up. He's very smart and very strong. He does not look like he should be as strong as he is, but he is very strong. And Dr. Michael Zordos, a guy who, if you know him, you'll know that I'm joking when I say he doesn't know shit about periodization. Hint, hint, he does. So the 2 articles or issues of MASS that I want to talk about are obviously strength related. If you want more information on other topics, I would suggest you go subscribe to their issues of MASS. I think it's only like 20 or 30 bucks a month, something like that. I don't know. I got mine during a discount. So let's see. One of them, how much does training volume affect the rate of strength gains? And this one's by Greg Nuckols. So basically, it comes out that it's not gonna be detrimental to your progress if you're not able to put forth a ton of volume in a week. Now, if at some point you want to, if you want to be great, you may need to change some things up so that you can allocate for more volume. But I mean, that's going to be individually dependent in a lot of ways. But the findings were that slightly higher volume did create better strength gains long term. So I mean, at some point you're current amount of muscle mass won't. It will have a limit, right? So you're gonna want to put on more muscle mass. Obviously, some of it your body's gonna do, but if you're still doing fives, fours, threes, twos, and singles, there's going to be almost no novel effect anymore if you're doing that for years. So you're going to want to change up your rep scheme and probably do more volume so you can build more muscle, because we do know through many studies that volume will drive hypertrophy, but it can also drive strength. So we already kind of knew that, but I mean, this just, nail in the coffin, whatever. The other article is strength and size are resistant to decline following 2 weeks of detraining. And this was a study reviewed that basically, I mean, I did this one a while ago, so I should have probably reread up, but basically found that even intermittent periods of 3 weeks of detraining do not cause significant decreases in muscle mass or strength. And I know anecdotally, in my experience, it's actually been good for me. I've come back and just absolutely smashed PRs. And I know that, let's see, the concept of detraining should be further explored in relation to the skilled lifts, squat, bench, deadlift, blah, 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 as the magnitude of strength loss may be greater in these cases. So basically, I mean, that I could see that just because, I mean, it is somewhat of a skilled lift. Like you need to practice it and get better at it, particularly at the 1 rep max. But that'll come back. That's neural. That's going to come back. I think what they mean though is like long term. It's not going to be detrimental. It may even be helpful. Give you a little bit of a pause in your training. Allow yourself to heal, all over, mentally, physically, yada yada yada. But one of the things that I know a lot of it's mental. Like when you want to take off time for vacation, you're afraid that like when you come back you're gonna be a scrawny weakling, and it's like, well, you're gonna get it back, all right, guys? Because I mean, like for me, I was hospitalized for 4 months and had major muscular atrophy, right? And I bounced back pretty quick. It was very much a rebound effect. Jumped back up to like 205. Definitely wasn't all muscle, but blew up quick. Got a lot of my strength back. And all that was natty, by the way. Don't be like, yeah, you were on juice. Like, nah, not at that time. So what else? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. That's all I really wanted to talk about, and then go over training and whatnot. But if you guys want to hear about anything else, yeah, hit me up. Hit me up in Messenger, comment, whatever. All right, deuce.